What is up, YouTube? Half Baked here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my first installment in what is going to be my newest series here on my channel, the 50 Plus series. So I was sitting around today and I was thinking, what do I consider a good game of domination on Modern Warfare 3? And what I came up with was 50 kills or more with under 10 deaths, as well as getting the all-important W. So this series is going to try to focus on some of the strategies that I use in domination on each map and how I tend to go about playing each map in order to get good games or big kill games like this. And so today I'll be using the assault streaks, which I normally don't use because I like chasing Moabs. But anyways, today I'm rocking the assault streaks with the Predator missile, the Reaper, and the AC-130. I think this is a pretty good combination of streaks because they seem to all play well with each other. The only thing I really don't like about it is that you have to pull out the laptop and take some of your time away from rushing around and spend it operating the kill streaks. But they can result in putting up some pretty big kill games. So here I'm also using the PP90 with the gold camo because we be flousing. And pretty much the reason behind that selection is going to be the map design of Hardhat, because it's pretty much one of the more close quarter maps. I like to use the shotgun on these maps as well. And there's a lot of fighting that tends to happen over the shorter gunfights, which are more close quarters. And you don't tend to see as many long-range gunfights or encounters. And pretty much I think the SMG is the best bet on this map. Now right here you see me use the pillars to my advantage here and bounce back and forth between them and able to pick up a couple different enemies, which if I wasn't moving back and forth between the pillars, then I probably would have died right there. And that's one of the things you can use to your advantage on this map. When you go over here and you see people on the A flag, you can weave back between those pillars and not give them a clean shot to pick you off. Now there I ran into their whole team and only failed to pick up one, and I immediately fell with the Predator missile right after. But that's okay because we're going to come back and keep pushing this flag. I really don't know if I have a preferred flag on this map. I mean, I guess I'd probably prefer them to be in the C spawn because then you can work the middle building and pick up anybody off of A and pick up anybody that's going through the middle, like through the tunnel, because people like to obviously always conjure in the tunnel for some reason. So I think I would prefer to have that flag, have them on the C flag and us have the A flag and the B flag. But I don't think it really matters that much because I spend most of the game on Hardhat running around the outside edges just making laps, and every once in a while I'll take my shorter journey through the middle just to make a shortcut to get to either behind them to try flanking, or just to make it a lot quicker to get to the flag that we're losing. But for the most time I'm going to be trying to stick to the edges of the map and just pretty much make laps around the edges, trying to pick people off as they come from their spawn, trying to push either one of the flags that we hold. So here you see me trying to go through the middle and protect A and B mostly because I got teammates guarding the tunnel, so that allows me to take that trip through the middle without having to worry about like guarding both directions, because that's why obviously why you shouldn't be in the middle of the map is because when you're on the edges you pretty much only have to worry about in front of you and behind you, and once you get to the middle you have to worry about 3 or 4 directions and it's not as fun. Here you're gonna see me once again work the pillar area and pick up 2 people, or actually pick up a nice little 3-piece off the flag. Get off my flag, son! So you see the point of using the pillars to your advantage when you're coming from the middle, and you can just weave back and forth and pick them up, and that's a 2-piece. It gets me right to my Reaper, and see right here you see how the assault streaks, this setup and this setup work well together. The Predator missile can get you right to your Reaper a lot of times with maybe you only having to pick up 1 or 2 gun kills. And once you get your Reaper, as you're going to see, it's not hard to pick up 3 kills that's going to get you into your AC-130, and it's going to continue pounding the ass of your opponents. No homo. As someone calls in a stealthy bomber, and my friend Paz would probably be saying, more support, please. And the Reaper is so good on the more open maps. and it just rapes maps like Hardhat and Village, the ones that don't have a bajillion buildings for people to hide inside of. I know there's not very many of those maps, but still, the ones that don't, the Reaper's a great kill streak to use on. And now it's time to pull out the AC-130 and do some ass pounding in the Ass Clapper 3000. Yes, I know I stole that from Wings of Redemption, but I like it, so I'm going to use it anyway. I also love when I'm in the AC-130 and the announcers call, like, or the guy that's driving the AC-130, you hear him call, "Shot now!" or "We got a runner!" Like, those things are so great, and the chopper gunners and the AC-130s on this game, it's so awesome. So after I come out of this AC-130, we got all 3 flags, and I'm going to pick a dude up off the A flag, and oh wow, once again I run into their whole team with them all spawning there because we had them all triple capped, so no biggie. Gonna respawn and make my way back towards that way. See a guy on the B flag, but that was a really bad effort at shooting, and he takes me out, so. But I get a good old MW3 revenge spawn, but he does me one better and has an MW3 death streak, so last stand takes me out, and gotta love that. So I come back right for him and take one more death just because his buddy was around the corner, and I was so mad about the dying to the last stand guy. I just went right for him with my head down like a bulldog and pretty much got raped. But that's my fault, so now I'm going to come back and try to be pushing the A flag, which is obviously their only flag, so that's where I'm hoping they're spawning. But as I'm getting over here, I see my teammate go down, wait this guy out around the corner, pick him up easily, and now I'm going to push around this, and I saw a couple guys pushing towards the C flag, so I'm going to try to come up behind them with a little flank maneuver and pick them up before they can take the C flag. And here I see this guy take out my buddy, and I get lucky with some hip fire and take him out. Hip fire all powerful, son. So after I get lucky with some hip fire spraying him down, I'm going to go ahead and try to flank around to the A flag and work my way back through these kill streaks once again. I snatched up this dude's G36 on the way because with my PP90 having rapid fire on it, I run out of bullets quite a bit. I get pretty lucky here when this guy comes around the corner, and I'm able to pick him up pretty easily. And I pick up his homie who's throwing a grenade towards the A flag. Now I got my Predator, and I'm going to go ahead and launch it before I try to cap the A flag. And oh boy, that's a lot of red. Quad! Gotta love those Predator missiles. They're a 5 kill streak, and they pick you up a 4-piece. So I go straight into my Reaper here because I figured my teammates could probably do some capping here while I do some pounding on them. And sure enough, my team's going to go ahead and cap the B flag, and they all start spawning by A. And I'm going to go ahead and pound on them with this Reaper, pick up my AC-130. And once again, you see how well this kill streak setup works together. You can also switch out the AC-130, obviously, for the Pavlo if you would like. Either or you can even throw the Osprey gunner there on the end if you want to go for bigger streaks. But I like to run the AC-130 or the Pavlo because you're always going to pick it up with your Reaper, and you usually don't have to worry about it anymore once you get out. And you can just go right into whatever your next kill streak reward is. When I call this one AC-130 in, I see his Osprey or whatever that was flying in, so I take it out first. And make sure if you are using the AC-130 that if they do have air support up, the AC-130's cannons are great for taking out choppers and everything else that the enemy puts up. So if you're ever in your AC-130, make sure you help your team out and don't just go for the kills. Take out the other kill streaks the other team might have. Be a little bit of a team player. Don't get too greedy. These kids were raging pretty hard during this game at this setup, and they were not getting happy from getting killed by the Reaper and then the AC-130. It was pretty damn funny in my opinion. So if you're looking for a setup to annoy some people, try this one out. But the game's wrapping up here. I should have got this guy in the kill cam, but I failed. But that's okay. I still put up a pretty good game, and I finish off with a score of 50-8. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed this video, can you give me a like and maybe a comment and sub it up if you want? Peace out!